So welcome back to Island Wings on Southside Blvd for another episode of Shark Bites. Coach, the winning streak continues. Another win in the Shark Take, 54-20 against the San Antonio Boston. What does it mean to you and to the team to still be undefeated at home?
It means everything at home. I mean, playing in the Shark Tank is outstanding. Plus, we owed San Antonio a little payback from last year. So, I mean, they came out strong. They had a lot of spunk. But, I wasn't too worried throughout the game. But it's just fun playing at home. And I love playing in that arena. There's nothing like it in the country.
The defense played lights out. They were absolutely unstoppable. How is this defense able to come out week after week and just dominate every single opponent?
It starts with a couple of things. Starts with Clay, starts with the D coordinator. It works its way down to some mentality they have in practice. We have so many great athletes on the defense, on the defensive side of the ball. And they play well together, but what people don't see is the grind that they do in practice. They don't just show up on a game and play like that. And they always have each other's back. I think when people ask what's the biggest success right now, it's just the camaraderie of everybody not wanting to let the other person down and holding each other person accountable. They do a good job. I mean, 20 points is insane.
We actually just skated up to the #1 defense in the league with points per game. This group is so fun to watch. Do you get excited watching them on the field?
Well, yeah, but what's even better is it actually makes calling plays on offense easier, because I don't think the other team's going to score very much. But that defense, I mean, we see it every day in practice. It's hard. It's really hard.
The offense put up 54 points this game, and they have continued to really gel together and become a really solid unit. What are you most excited about the offense?
The ability to do both. If you want to play man free, I'll run the ball down the field. If you want to try to stop Jimmy Robinson, we'll throw the ball down the field. So we're not kind of one-dimensional at all. And I love the fact that, we can get up and down the field in a hurry, one way or the other. We didn't really have that availability in the past. And this year, you give us 18 seconds, 15 seconds, I think we can get down the field and score.
Yeah, you guys are just killing it right now. And I think you are really excelling at the right point. You guys just actually made it to the #1 spot in the Eastern Conference. What does that mean for you?
Don't take this the wrong way. It means nothing. Fishers was 5-1, and now they're 5-6. So it's such a long season. IFL, Naz almost beats Vegas, where they should have beat Vegas. And that's what's really fun about this league. Anybody can win on a given day, and you better show up. And so all that hoopla means nothing. I want to continue to be undefeated at home. We have 2 really tough road trips coming up, and we got to figure out to handle business in Green Bay and put ourselves in another good spot. And, I started the season with a couple things that we really wanted to accomplish. One was winning at Quad City. Never done that. Did that.
Yep.
Now I want to win in Green Bay. They're undefeated at home. They have a great fan base, and that's a checklist that I want to mark off.
It's going to be so exciting. That game is this Friday night. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show. But we have something really, really exciting coming up.
Host a birthday party at a Sharks game. Make it a night your kids will never forget. The party package includes a Sharks game ticket, a designated party spot, a Sharks souvenir, food, drinks, chips, cupcakes, and Shark Walk access to high-five the players before the game, plus a special visit from Chum. The birthday boy or girl will also get a special shout-out on the Jumbotron. Visit jacksharks.com and fill out your request form or call 904-621-0700 extension 717. Let's plan this birthday party together.
Welcome back to Shark Bites. I am joined by Coach Gibson and owner of the Sharks, Nick Harris. We have something very exciting coming up here on Friday, June 19th. The first ever Sharks and Jaguar Legends Youth Football Camp. Now, Nick, where did this concept and this idea for a Jaguar Sharks collaboration come about?
Well, we were looking for new and innovative ways to bring the two organizations together. all for a great cause, raising money for childhood cancer. A lot of these wonderful Jaguar legends, I'm proud to say, are friends of mine. So I reached out and said, if I did this, would you come? And there was no hesitation on any of them. And we're not talking about people who don't know. We're talking about Ring of Honor, greatest Jaguar receiver of all time, Jimmy Smith, all-pro safety, Dr. Garris, Tom McManus, one of the most accurate field goal kickers in NFL history, Mike Collins, all joined Coach Gibson and his staff and our wonderful players to pour their knowledge out into these young kids, because that's what really it's about, is pouring knowledge out, not only on the football field, but off the football field.
Now, this is so much more than just a football camp. Yes, we're having the Jaguar Legends. Yes, the Sharks is hosting it. But all of this money is benefiting the wonderful organization, Fourth and Goal, in memory of Leo Stevenson. Now, Coach, Leo was a part of this team and, was the heart and soul of Shark Nation. Unfortunately, he lost his battle to cancer. And now it has become the Sharks' goal to honor his memory through play and everything we do. What is Leo's impact on this team, this organization?
Well, it's been huge because I think, as a parent, I can't imagine, obviously, what his mom and his family and Pete and everybody goes through. Nick was introduced us to them as a family. We took him in, great kid. And I think the biggest fear is being forgotten. And that's what's really cool. We were just in Iowa 2 weeks ago. And I took a moment. I remember taking the picture very vividly of that game and that ball for Leo, and it was really nostalgic being in that room again, and he's not forgotten. And then the things that Nick's done with Fourth and Goal, and the awareness that we've done through the Sharks, and then with the Jaguars and all of his connections, to be able to connect with our players. I mean, as a parent, that's really where my heart is. I think about the mom, the family, and the fact that their son may not be here physically, but he's here. And they get to celebrate him every day. It's not sad. And then they get to use this opportunity so maybe another family doesn't go through that. So there's so much going on, so much bigger than football. We're really blessed to have the Jags and all the connections that Nick has with those guys. And it's going to be a really, really good event.
Fourth and Goal is dedicated to finding that cure for childhood cancer, the most horrendous disease to ever grace, this planet. It's absolutely awful. Nick, you're very involved in this organization, and it's super close to you and your heart. What can you tell us about Fourth and Goal and its importance in the community?
Well, Fourth and Goal was started by a registered nurse here at Baptist Hospital who administers these harsh treatments to children. And she realized that she had to do something because there are, and there should be research for less toxic, less invasive. I mean, Leo, God rest his soul, he didn't pass from leukemia. Leo passed from the treatment he had to go and endure in order to get that bone marrow transplant. So whatever we can do to raise money so that maybe a breakthrough will happen, that's what it's all about. And I know Leo is still with us. Our boys wear a sticker on the back of the helmet. Later on in the year, we're going to have a Fourth and Goal. And Leo's church, St. John the Divine Night. And we're going to raise money that way as well, so he's not forgotten. And this year, we're going to bring other children who are suffering with cancer onto the field, so they get to feel what Leo felt for those few hours. He was a superstar, and he still is a superstar.
Always. Leo will never be forgotten with the Sharks organization, and he will live on forever.
Absolutely.
With Fourth and Goal. Now, this is a football camp for boys and girls. It's happening at Jack's Beach, Pop Warner Field. What can we expect, Coach?
I remember going to camps as a kid. Do I remember any of the drills? Absolutely not. We're going to teach them football and things like that, but it's about the mentorship. I try to tell the players that are sitting behind us, when kids, we just did an event at HCA Hospital. little kid walked up, took the picture, and it was fun to watch him with his eyeballs like this. These guys are superheroes. They're giants to these kids, and we don't see it because we live with them every day and go to practice every day. That's the impact that it has. But from it's going to be fun. But I'm not going to take it easy on them. I'm going to coach them up now. This is all about everybody gets an award, and we're there to coach them up and teach them some football skills. We'll also teach them life skills and be those authoritative figures that every kid in this world needs, in my opinion.
It's going to be an absolute blast. This is an opportunity that you do not want to miss. You're not only supporting a great cause, but your child will be getting hands-on instructions from Jaguar Legends and the Jacksonville Sharks and Coach Gibson and his amazing staff. Registration is now open. You can visit jacksharks.com to get all the information. And if you have any questions related to camp, Nick, I'm sure would be more than happy to answer any questions about 4th and Goal, camp, anything. So make sure to register. We'll see you guys on June 19th.
Shark Reef Field Suites are the most exciting place to watch a sporting event here in Jacksonville. You can't get any closer to the action. Each Reef Suite includes food and drinks and holds up to 8 people. Create memories you'll never forget. Book your Reef Suite today. Call 904-621-0700 to secure your Reef Suite today.
Welcome back to Shark Bites. I am joined by defensive back Rudy Silvera. Rudy, you just came to Jacksonville. You signed with the team 2 weeks ago. What made you want to be a Shark?
Honestly, my brother Larry, he gave me a call, and it was just at the right time. It was a couple of weeks ago. He gave me a call, and I just felt like we had some good feelings over the right move, so I just made it happen.
And it certainly was the right move. When you came to Jacksonville, you have made an immediate impact. In 2 games, you've already had 2 interceptions. How are you able to come to the team and just click instantly and play so dominant?
I think it's a bunch of things, but the main thing I'd say is Coach Gibson gave me the confidence that I could just be who I am as a player. So I think that was the main thing. I fit perfectly into his game and just clicked, and I was confident enough to just, be a football player in some situations where I could just say, okay, I can do this play and just make it happen.
You were so fun to watch. You had an interception on Saturday. Walk me through what you saw on the field.
So on that play, we were in zone. I saw the D-line and our linebacker, Zay Major. They applied some pressure and I played. I saw the quarterback trying to turn away from me. I wasn't my zone. And that kind of was where it goes into play where I say, Coach just gives me the confidence personally to just be a football player. I kind of moved it down the distance in the situation that he had to kind of throw the ball. If I saw somebody was in the middle of the field, so I kind of just got to a guy, but he was under pressure, so I had a feeling that he'll probably underthrow it due to that pressure. He didn't throw it accurately, so I kind of just became a football player, just made a play. I knew it was the first game. He was struggling a little bit early, so once I caught the ball, I knew it was time to get up and go, try and score, try to change the game.
No, it was so fun to watch. It starts everybody in the Shark Tank went crazy. What is your favorite thing about that Shark Tank?
The energy is different. It's loud. It's different. It's a loud song. I played a lot of football, played a lot of different places, but especially on those third down.
Oh yeah.
Down, those money down.
Yeah.
Defense chain.
Like when
It makes you want to play defense. It makes you so the energy is so many things behind you. Counting on this play right here.
and I've always wondered that, when that chant, when it's 4th down and that place is rocking, the floor is shaking, what goes through your head? How does that make you feel? Do you get excited? Do you get amped up? Because I know I'm amped up and I'm the same.
100%. Like I was just saying, It's just like when you hear it, it's just kind of gives you that energy. Like here's the moment, here it goes that big play. Somebody's got to make it happen. Somebody's got to make it happen. Somebody's got to step up. Sometimes it's in the field. When that chain comes and when that movement comes, like what's money down too. You know, like guys, next to me, it's like let them know, like hey, right now, like let's go, let's get you know, it's everything. Honestly, the fans there, phrases 2 weeks in, first game on time.
Yeah.
Love this.
The fans are unmatched. There are no fans like Shark Nation, and we're so happy to have you here, and we can't wait to see what else you do for the rest of the year. But you're off to an amazing start, and welcome to the family.
Thank you so much.
Hey Shark fans, plan your next night out with the Sharks here at The Tank. We have a wide range of group night options to make your night perfect. So whether you're a business, a club, a team, or a big family that wants to have a good time, the Sharks have you covered. Visit our website, jacksharks.com, to see all of our affordable options. To book your event, call 904-621-0700 extension 717 or email david@jacksharks.com.
Get ready to paint the tank red. The Jacksonville Sharks are turning up the energy for Red Out Night. Show your Sharks pride and wear red as we light up the stands and cheer on our team. The louder, the prouder, the redder. The first 1,000 fans will receive a red LED light stick so we can glow together and bring the energy all night long. Plus, don't miss an exciting halftime game by First Coast Flight flag football. Don't miss your chance to be part of the most electrifying Red Out in Sharks history. So when the fans go red, the Sharks go full throttle. Get your tickets today. Call 904-621-0700 or visit jacksharks.com.
Well, welcome back to Shark Bites. I am joined by defensive lineman Chris Rice. Chris, you made your debut as kicker on Saturday night. That sounds so funny to say. You made your debut as kicker. How did that come about?
It was kind of a last minute thing. I mean, Coach said earlier in the week, hey, Mark's, whatever with him, who can kick. I kicked a little bit in high school, so I volunteered.
You volunteered?
Yeah. We had a little tryout during the week. A bunch of us all lined up and kind of saw, who could do it the best. And I won the try ultimately.
Oh my God.
But during the game, I was not expecting it. I mean, Mark was there for 1 month.
Yeah, sure.
And then when he went down, Coach was like, hey, get out there, you're kicking it. And no warm up or nothing. And just kind of had to go out there. And I was telling the guys, I was like, hey, I don't know where this is going to go. So just run down there and, make it look good.
You started off a little rough, but as the game progressed, you started to get better. The ball started to go in the air. I mean, you were pretty close a couple of times to actually getting a deuce. So what was going through your head throughout the game, and how were you able to get the groove back?
I mean, it helped that, we were playing well, offense was scoring, defense was getting stops. Especially, the defense getting the stops kind of gave me reassurance, like, hey, I can kind of kick this. If it goes bad, the defense will get a stop. And once we got a good lead, it was actually funny. I told a couple of the guys earlier in the week, if I do have to kick and we get up by 20, I'm going to go for a deuce. And conveniently,
Never thinking it was going to happen.
Never thinking it was actually going to happen, no.
Yeah.
And so sure enough, we get up by 20, we're kicking off, and I go to Coach and say, hey, can I try to kick the deuce? He's like, if you think you can make it, go for it. So I was like, yeah, let's see what I got. And I got to give credit to kickers because I kicked that ball as hard as I could. I don't even know if it got to the end zone or not.
It was close.
But that was,
it was very close.
That was everything I had. So I got to give kickers credit because I don't know how they do it.
That old saying, you left it all on the field.
Oh,
you left it all on the field.
We did.
Now, not only are you kicking, you still have to go out there and play defense. So you really didn't get much of a break, and your defense is just absolutely incredible. You guys are phenomenal. Describe this defense for me in 3 words.
In 3 words?
Yeah.
Tough, resilient, and brotherhood.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think, especially the brotherhood, but I think the thing about us this year is that we play really well as a unit. There's no finger pointing. When things go bad, we're just kind of like, hey, I got to make a better play or I'll pick you up. We kind of work well as a unit. Everyone fits together and there's no hey, you messed up. There's no, like I said, no finger pointing. So it kind of helps it lets you play freer because you're not afraid of, messing up and getting accused and, thrown on the bus.
You guys just actually made your way up to the #1 defense in the league with points per game. What does that mean to you as one of the captains of this team and of the defense?
I mean, I think it just shows the hard work that we put in throughout the week. It's something that we still have a lot of games left, so now that we're there, we want to stay there. But it's a credit to the guys and the coaches, especially Coach Clay. I think he's really good at, putting guys in positions to make plays and not having someone feel uncomfortable. And just, the way he runs a defense, it allows us to play football, not have to think and not have to worry about anything. And then again, the players too. I mean, everyone on the team, we all play at a high level, we execute, and we put in the work throughout the week, and it shows on the weekends.
That's the thing. Like, you guys go out there, you're in sync, and we can see it. Anybody can see it. You guys are a unit, and you're a brotherhood, and you're a team, and you pick each other up, and that's not built overnight. Like, I don't think people realize how much it took for you guys to get where you're at.
Yeah.
And I want you to kind of give us a behind the scenes look of what has this process been of building this defense?
I think, like you said, it didn't happen overnight. It's kind of started since camp, and I think a lot of it just comes from, the guys we have we joke around, we mess around with each other, kind of like brothers. We pick on each other here and there. We give each other, a little bit, but we know that when it's time to lock in, we can all kind of flip that switch. And I mean, if you talk to any of the guys, we're always picking on each other, messing with you. And it's like that brotherly love where, I'm going to mess with you, but we can trust each other in the long run. And that's allowed us to kind of build the trust. And I know, playing D-line, I can rush the passer a little bit, because I know the guys playing DB are going to cover. They're going to give us time. It's really, we've kind of come together. Instead of just being a bunch of teammates, we really have become like a family. And it's really like we have fun. We really do. We have fun, and I think that's the biggest thing is there's no stress.
Yes.
Just have fun, go play football, and enjoy it.
And as fans, we love watching it.
Yeah.
Like, that makes it fun for us. You guys having fun makes it fun for us. And I also want to talk about Coach Clay because he is the man behind this. And you guys just have so much respect for him, and everybody talks so highly of him. What do you think makes Coach Clay the coach that he is?
It's a great question. I think a lot of it has to do with how he likes to get to know the players on a personal level. I've played for coaches in the past that they're great coaches, but you really don't see them off the field. They don't really, ask about the personal life. And I think Coach Clay does a really good job at making you feel like an actual person, not just a football player. He'll ask about your family, what's going on. He tries to pay attention. So if you're, he'll call me on some days like, hey, you were acting a little weird at practice. Is everything okay? And stuff like that he does to take care of his players and kind of, because he played the game, so he knows what it's like, and he knows guys go through some stuff throughout the season.
Yeah.
And I think for me, that's the biggest thing I noticed with him is like he builds personal connections with every player. And from a player's perspective, that makes you want to play for him more because you know that he truly cares about you as a player, and he's not just, coaching you for his own benefit.
I think you have just unveiled the secret. Now we know. We know why you guys are so good, and it all starts to play. And it's the little things. Like, you don't think about that,
Right.
and how much that matters, but it really does. Like, you guys are people too. Like,
Yeah.
you're not.
Like we're football players, but we're also, we have lives outside of football.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you go through stuff. You have your own life issues and stuff, and people forget that. So, like, thank you for saying that and for shedding light on that. That makes us love you guys even more. We can't wait to see what you and the defense do the rest of the year. And, hopefully you guys are holding up that IFL trophy at the end of the year because you guys earned it. You really did. So.
Yeah, I think we've played well, and I think we still have, I think we can still get better.
Exactly, which is so exciting because there's still 6 games left.
Yep.
And I think this is just touching the surface, and there's literally the sky's the limit for you guys.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for joining me, Chris.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Parents, sign your child up for the Sharks Youth Football Camp on Sunday, June 28th. It's available for boys and girls ages 6 to 16. They'll get hands-on instructions from Sharks players and coaches. Have your child learn the skills and the drills from the pros. Sign your kids up today. Go to jacksharks.com and click the community tab to sign up online.
Well, welcome back to Shark Bites. It is the best part of the show, the weekly player award. I'm going to toss it over to Brenda Shea, president of the Super Fan Club, for this week's awards.
This week, we are given 2 awards because Chris decided to be everywhere. We made him a special Ironman Player of the Week award. So he gets his chain and, of course, your sweets.
Love that. But there's not just one player this week. There's 2. And the second player is
Jaden Stoshak.
Jaden.
That's in.
No.
And the Player of the Week is Jaden Stoshak, who gets his award, and he already took his candy. And then you get your Tractor Supply cup.
Look at
Thank you so
that.
much. Love it.
Congratulations. Oh, wait.
Oh, and a personalized cup. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Shark Bites, Coach. We are getting ready to go on the road to Green Bay in probably the game of the year, Sharks versus Blizzard. This is a battle of the top in the Eastern Conference. How do you prepare mentally for a game like this with such high stakes?
We're going to do what we do. We've got really good players. I don't have to do anything extra. You know the old saying, X's and O's, Jimmy's and Joe's. We've got Jimmy's and Joe's. So that helps. But you got to give them credit. They play outstanding at home. They have a really good record at home, a good fan base. And they're hot right now, regardless of last week or not. It's a good team. They're very well coached. And it's going to be a huge challenge. But you know, I'm looking forward to going to Green Bay. Hopefully we can check that off. But it'll be a good fight one way or the other.
It's going to be such a battle. It's going to be so fun to watch, so entertaining. And Green Bay is one of the hardest stadium to play in the IFL. How do you block that noise out?
Well, it's crazy. It's a lot of things. We did a really cool stat today. We were doing the scouting, but there are 109 point differential at home, and they're +1 on the road.
Wow.
It's just like Jekyll and Hyde, you know. If you play them at home, they're the Seattle Seahawks, you know. If you play them on the road, they're the Browns. You know, I guess. I don't know. So, but playing them at Green Bay is going to be really hard. And they will be out in the fourth quarter, so they know how to finish. And those are the things that we got to do for.
What would getting this win mean for the rest of the season?
Just another win. I mean, it puts us in double digits early. It would be a huge win because it would give us a 3-game lead on Green Bay with 5 games to go. And that would really put a lot of pressure on other people.
And I mean, this game has huge playoff implications. You're talking the top 2 teams in the league, and we won that game here. So this game is going to be.
We play in Jacksonville, it's going to be hard. And I know that. Plus, I'm tired of traveling. We're one of the only teams in the league that flies every single trip. Miraculously, our flight always gets delayed. And it'd be nice just to kind of be here, to be honest with you.
But you guys find a way to win. That's what we don't see. Like, we don't know when your flights get delayed. We don't know when you have to spend the night at the airport. Like, we don't see that because you don't let that affect you on the field. And I think that speaks volumes for this team and their resilience and, you know, their way to find a way to win.
Yeah, they always do. They don't complain. And, just a special group of men, just a really special group of men, staff too.
Coach is going to be on the road in Green Bay, but we are going to be right here in Jacksonville at the away game watch party, Players Locker Room this Friday. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. This is a game that you do not want to miss. Join us at Players Locker Room this Friday. Go Sharks!